Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to dive deep into how to take 2/5 language that you've created and apply it to a song. As always, go down below. There's a little handout. You can check that out. It's called Improvising with 2/5s, and it's about a few different approaches to taking 2/5s and improvising with them. So the first thing I want to do is play through the lick that we're going to use as our inspiration for today. So it's from one of our videos from the 5th. It's one of the first ones we did here. So that's the 3-bar phrase. You know, most times we have a 4-bar phrase. So the first thing I want to practice doing is making a loop. So I might use iRealB, I might use GarageBand or something like that, make a little loop for myself to practice 2/5s in different keys. So then I'll make it a little loop like this, and I'll play it twice so you can see what I mean. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, and top. Right, so it's a 4-bar loop. We've created this loop. Now what I want to do is practice a measure of improvisation in to this lick. So this is what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to say, let's improvise on the 5 chord. So what do I mean? We're going to play the lick on the 2 chord. We're going to improvise on the 5 chord, and then we're going to play the 1 chord, and then we're going to leave the last measure blank. So it's going to sound like this. I'll do it twice. 2, 3. So as you can see, you can create problems where you got to connect on the 1 chord. So this is what this improvisation is about. This is about kind of filling in the puzzle piece or creating that puzzle piece that'll fit into this line. So I did kind of a bad job there. I didn't connect very well from what I improvised to the next measure. And this is the hardest thing, this middle measure. This is why we're doing it first. Let's do it one more time, and I'll try to show you something different that I could play that maybe could solve this problem. 1, 2, 3. Created a line that sort of led us down to the E natural. Could even do a better job. 2, 3. See how I played? It really leads us from G to F, which is the 7th of G7, down to the 3rd of C major, boo bee ba, and we play that same line. It's kind of creating with restrictions. You've got the first measure and the 3rd measure, you got to improvise in the middle. So now we're going to take that and shift that measure around, right? So once you feel comfortable with that, take that bit of vocabulary. Now we're going to delete the first measure and play the second 2 measures. So you improvise 1 measure, play the line 2 measures, rest for a measure, and repeat. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. Repeat, 2, 3. One more time. Right, so you can see how I'm trying to connect into what line is already written there. Now we're going to change the measure to be the resolving measure, okay? So now we're going to play the line 2, 5, resolve it our own way. 1, 2, 3. Right, so there's a lot of different ways. Your creativity is your access point to trying to do this. So one bonus way you could do is you could play the line for 3 bars and just practice like a turnaround. So you could say, instead of 2, 5, 1 and then rest, you could say 2, 5, 1 and then 6 to set up the 2, 5 chord again. So that would sound like this. Right, so you can just improvise in that last measure, which will set up a whole new set of ways of thinking about this one line. 5 ways to practice 1, 2, 5 line where you're improvising and taking stuff through the keys and really making the most out of this language. Into future lines you learn from great improvisers like John Coltrane or Freddie Hubbard or J.J. Johnson, Bud Powell, whatever people you're transcribing. And I hope that helps. So go down below, you can grab the PDF, although it's pretty self-explanatory, I think. And we'll see you in the next video.